So we're now less than what, 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away from close. And guys, stocks are moving all over the place. The Dow's up over 1%, while the S&P's up around 0.05, so pretty much break even. The Nasdaq's down 0.7%, and the Russell's up over 1%. So we have some red, some green. So we have to cover the charts. Some news we got regarding Trump's new bill. Elon, will cover the beef going on between Elon and Trump in this video. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe. Feel free to join my free email stock newsletter and check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates. All those links are down below. And now let's dive into it. So like I said, we're about 10 minutes away from close. And let me say this, stocks are actually rallying now heading into close, even though it's been quite the rocky day. I'm sure you guys have seen. You can see SPY now is pushing from, let's see, we hit about 616 about 30-40 minutes ago. Now we're pushing 618.50. So we are running into close right now on SPY. You guys see that. And on QQQ, even though it's red, what, 0.75% in the red, it's also rallying into close, and we're up around $3 from the lows earlier. We hit what, 544.60. Now we're at 547.80, so we're up around 0.5, 0.6% off the lows. So yeah, it's been a rocky day. Let's just say that. And stocks are running into close, which is not bad. And the Dow is up around, let's see, 1.1%. This has been rallying all day, you guys see, and the Dow's actually pretty close to all-time highs. We're about, what, 500 points away from all-time highs, and the Russell now up 1%. This one is still about, a couple hundred points away from highs, but we're noticing a golden cross here. The chart looks good. So not bad. I guess the Qs are not doing the best, but other than that, man, pretty good day for stocks across the board. So let me show you now what is going on with Trump, Elon, the big beautiful bill, whatever you want to call it. So let me show you this one. The headline here reads, U.S. Senate Republicans narrowly pass Trump's big beautiful bill. If we come down here a little bit, you can see after hours of stalemate, Republicans in the U.S. Senate have narrowly passed President Trump's mega bill on tax and spending, meaning the proposed legislation has cleared one of its key hurdles. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act passed with Vice President J.D. Vance casting a tie-breaking vote after more than 24 hours of debate, and now it heads back to the House or lower chamber, where it still faces more opposition, and an earlier version was cleared by House Republicans by single vote margin. And Trump had given the Republican-controlled Congress a deadline of July 4th to send him a final version of the bill to sign into law. Let's see, what else do we have here? It looks like Vance said today the bill as amendment is passed, he said, and disputes over the deficit, social programs, and spending levels had created challenges for Republicans, stalling progress and prompting Trump to concede it would be very hard to meet his deadline for passing the bill. So, I mean, at this point, we all know the bill is adding more to the deficit, which is kind of going to lead to the next part of this video, guys, going over Elon, Trump, DOGE, the beef, the feud going on, whatever you want to call it. Because, look, Elon was put into DOGE, to lead DOGE or whatever, be a key figure in order to cut government spending. Now, all of a sudden, Trump's big, beautiful bill getting close to being passed here is adding a bunch, of government spend, or, it's adding to the deficit, right? And this is making Elon pissed. He called out Trump. Trump obviously retaliated, which leads us to this. Tesla shares are now tumbling after Trump says Doge should look at Elon Musk's subsidies. So we all know Elon's got a bunch of companies and he gets a lot of government subsidies. That helps. I mean, the reality is it helps Tesla. It incentivizes customers to buy more vehicles, which helps the business, obviously. So I'm pretty sure he said this on Truth. He said, Elon may get more subsidy than any human being in history by far, and without subsidies, Elon would probably have to close up shop and head back home to South Africa. No more rocket launches, satellites, or electric car production, and our country would have, or rather would save, a fortune. Perhaps we should have DOGE take a good, hard look at this. Big money to be saved, he said on, again, Truth Social. And the fact that he said back home to South Africa is crazy. Pretty funny, honestly, but man, it's getting worse. And who's really surprised? I mean, I'm not surprised that their relationship soured. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really not. It was only a matter of time. Two guys with big egos, clashing. It's not surprising. Looks like here Trump appeared to reiterate his idea to cut the subsidies when speaking to reporters on Tuesday morning. He said he's upset that he's losing his EV mandate, but he can lose a lot more than that. I can tell you, Elon can lose a lot more than that, Trump said. And if we come down here a little bit more, he said, I think what's going to happen is DOGE is going to look at Musk, and if DOGE looks at Musk, we're going to save a fortune. I don't think he should be playing that game with me, Trump told reporters. And I'm pretty sure I saw a tweet earlier saying that, Elon's going to make sure Trump loses the what's it called? The primary, or not the primary. I forget what it's called. Next year, right? The election, whatever it's called. You guys know I'm not a big politics guy, but it's getting bad between these two, man. And Tesla's in the crossfire. Trump mega bill axes 7,500 EV tax credit after September, and this is what's really hurting Tesla stock right now, which we'll take a look at here in a second. A massive tax and spending package championed by President Trump and passed by the Senate on Tuesday, which we covered earlier, would end tax credits for electric vehicles within 3 months. The legislation, which Republicans are trying to get onto the president's desk by July 4th, would axe tax breaks for consumers who buy or lease EVs after September 30th, 2025. So this is going to be interesting, because if this gets passed and these tax credits get taken away, we might see people rush to buy Teslas. Maybe, potentially, not guaranteed, obviously, but maybe. It could happen. But there's about 3 months left until September 30th, and lawmakers would eliminate a $7,500 tax credit for households that buy or lease a new EV, and a $4,000 credit for consumers who purchase a used electric vehicle. And if you're interested in driving an EV, it says here, either new, used, or leased, now is the time to act. Pretty much what I just said. Maybe people are going to rush to buy these electric vehicles. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, that's kind of the major news of the day. And it's clear that, again, their relationship is souring. I don't see it getting better. Maybe it does. Who knows? But again, with two guys that have crazy egos, they're gonna clash. They're gonna clash. And maybe Elon's also trying to save a little face here, considering his brand image has gone down the toilet since really associating with President Trump. So maybe he's trying to save some face here, turn against Trump, start calling him out, and doing all that. And that's potentially what's going on here as well. But either way, man, Tesla stock right now is collapsing, down 5%, holding on above 300 by a thread. Not looking so hot, I'll be honest with you, man. We're under these moving averages. We have a death cross. Not looking the best on the charts here. It really isn't. But we have earnings coming up, which, who knows? I mean, who knows what's going to come out of that earnings call? You guys know how Elon speaks magic into the investors, and the stock could rally. Who knows? Considering now it's down about $70 from where it was a couple weeks ago. It is pretty oversold, but at the same time, again, it's there's a lot going on with Tesla. We'll just leave it at that. But now we're about 2 minutes away from close. Let me show you some other movers on my watch list quickly. Las Vegas Sands is up 9%, completely breaking out. I mean, we called this one a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you guys remember. You can actually see the trend lines from that video. If I extend this to the right, we can see we completely broke out of this channel. Now we're pretty overbought, quite frankly. So the opportunity might not be there anymore. It might be time to actually sell. Not financial advice, but Las Vegas Sands is ripping like no other right now. Let's see what else. Circle, what else is new? CRCL is up around 7%. Looks like Circle saw a big pullback from 298 to about 170. Holy smokes. Now it's trying to maybe rally again. I'm not too confident that we're going to do so. Potentially. We'll see how that goes. But that Circle, CRCL, let's see what else is moving. Starbucks is up a little bit. SBUX up around 3.6%. Starbucks looks interesting here, guys. We have a cup and handle. You're noticing it here. We have clear, resistance at about 98 to $100. If we break out of there, the cup and handle plays out. We crack over 100. There could be upside here, more upside, but I'm not a big fan of Starbucks stock, I'll be honest. But we're still going to watch it. And now we're about 30 seconds away from close. I'm going to wrap the video up. Might as well do it, man. What a crazy day for stocks. Big news day as well. We'll see how things go over the coming days. I'm excited, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the email stock newsletter. It's free. Check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates. All those links are down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.